Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is D-Man coming back at it again with another YouTube video, and today we're going to be talking about A.J. Brown, what we decided to boost, and what we went with for the ability slots. Again, you could pick any archetype, each ability slot, so I'll talk about what we decided to do there, and also we're going to go ahead and talk about what attributes we decided to go ahead and boost on this card. We're gonna go one by one, and I'm gonna explain each reasoning behind the decision and why we decided to boost it or why we decided not to boost it. So you can't boost any physical stuff. Now again, I don't know if you can boost jumping. I don't know if they consider that a physical attribute, but again, even if they decided, even if this isn't a physical attribute, we decided not to boost it just because this A.J. Brown is primarily going to be drag routes, slant routes, zig routes, stick routes, hitch routes. Those are the type of routes this A.J. Brown is going to most likely run, because like I said, you want him to catch it, and then whatever he can do after the catch, that's really where the good stuff starts. Also, catching, some of you guys wanted to boost catching, but again, he's already 92 catching on a 94. So again, it's probably going to be a 97, 98, depending on how much they want to boost that. So yeah, catching, we left that alone, because really, even if you do have 95 catching versus having 99 catching, are you going to tell a difference between that? Most likely not. Again, speed on this guy, you're probably looking at 98, maybe 99 stock speed on this guy. But again, if you have 98 chemmed up to 99, that's, A-okay too. So yeah, strength, agility, change of direction, excel, awareness. You can't boost any of those. I'm not sure about change of direction, but I know you can't boost any of those others. Also, stamina, injury, you can't boost those either. So again, the reasoning behind those two we just explained. So let's go ahead and get into what we decided to do. So this whole top row, the second row, obviously excluding throw power, and run block were really the things that we looked at when we were deciding to boost certain attributes. So that's, I believe, 14 total attributes there, and we can only choose 3, okay? So we're going to start off with trucking. Now, you guys, I saw a lot of you guys commenting down below, boost the trucking. Now, did we boost the trucking? No, we did not. Let me explain why. Now, trucking in Madden 21 is pretty good. It is pretty good, I'm not going to lie. I think it is actually the best out of stiff arm, spin move, juke move. I think trucking is actually the more important, out of these 4, stiff arm, spin move, juke move, trucking. I think that is the most important skill move in the game. Because I think you can get more trucking animations than you can. I feel like the jukes this year aren't the best. The spins obviously aren't that good. Stiff arm is okay as well, but I think trucking is very, very solid in the game. But the reason behind us not boosting trucking is because we actually decided to boost break tackle. So break tackle is going up to 99, okay? But let me get back to trucking. The reason we decided not to boost trucking is because we went with break tackle to boost, and we believe that break tackle, you're going to get a lot more break tackle animations than you are trucking animations, okay? So, and again, you really want the trucking to get up to 90, and the reason behind that is these thresholds. So the thresholds here, we have right here pulled up. Trucking, 65, 78, 90. You really want to get to that 90 number, okay? But even if you boost this A.J. Brown, there's no way he's getting up to 90 on a +5 overall. Maybe. So how we did this is we compared the boost to Clowney. So Clowney was a +8 overall, and his max, overall increase was zone. So at the highest, Clowney got to upgrade 26 on a +8 overall, okay? So let's go ahead and divide that. So let's go 26 divided by 8. I got 3.25, okay? So 3.25, we decided to go ahead and multiply that by 5 since that's the overall increase we're going to get on this A.J. Brown, and we got 16.25. So really, when looking at these stats, you're going to get a boost of about 16, 17 points. If they're nice, they give us 17, but 16, 17 point increase in each of these stats. If you decided to boost, whatever stats there, whatever stats you decided to boost, they're probably going to go up +16, +17, somewhere in there. Now, if you go +16, +17 on trucking, you're not going to get to 90, okay? So you need 24, and you're only going to get +16, +17 on the trucking. You will get up to that mid-tier, trucking. but you're not going to get to that 90 like, you know, the elite type trucking is in the game is 90. You're not going to be able to get up to that even with a boost. So we decided to stay away from the trucking. So again, he's probably going to have around 71, 72 trucking. Again, I guess you could try to truck with this guy, but again, he's not going to be a type guy to, you know, truck. Again, I think the brake tackle, we decided to go with brake tackle because we think you're going to trigger the animation a lot more, okay? Because with 99 brake tackle, you know, maybe we end up, if we decided to boost the trucking, but it was pretty stupid to boost the trucking because you can't get up to 90, and we think the brake tackle would benefit you more because think about this, if you know, put AJ on a drag, he catches it, and like half a second later he's getting hit, okay? You're probably not going to have time to go ahead and flick up on the right stick and trigger a truck animation in that time, versus brake tackle, you may go, you know, put AJ on a drag, you know, he catches the ball, half a second later he's getting hit by a guy, and he might just shrug him off because he has very good brake tackle at like 99, because, you know, obviously he's going to get up to 99 brake tackle with a boost because that's obviously only 9 of the 16, so easily going to get up to 99 brake tackle there. So again, you're going to trigger more brake tackle animations than you are trucking, stiff arm, spin move, and juke move, you know, combined probably. So that's why we went with brake tackle. Again, that was our first stat we decided to boost. Ball carrier vision, this stat means nothing. We didn't boost that. Stiff arm, we didn't boost the stiff arm. The reasoning is 94 to 99, that's a 5 overall increase, okay? And we just showed you the thresholds here, and you look at stiff arm is 90, okay? So if he hits 90, which I believe he will go ahead and get you know, to that elite tier stiff arm level, okay? So let's go back. So again, on a +5 overall, so he's a 94 right now to a 99. More than likely, this is going to get up to 90, hopefully. Again, we could have played it safe and boosted this, but I think there were a couple other, you know, slots we could have done that were needed a lot more instead of playing this one safe. And, you know, if it gets up to 90, you know, that's a, you know, bonus for us. If it doesn't, unfortunately, you know, oh well. But again, I think it will get up to 90 because, like I said, +5 overall increase. For the golden tickets, I looked at Clowny, and a lot of things were boosted more than 8. So yeah, I do think at least it's got to get up to 90. Hopefully it gets up to 90. Spin move, on the other hand, again, the threshold for spin move is 88 to get to that elite tier. Again, even if we boosted the spin move, who's going to spin with AJ Brown? You know what I'm saying? So again, like I said, spin move wasn't really that important because who spins in Madden 21? That's pretty much my argument for spin move. Juke move. So we decided not to boost the juke move because he's already got 92. So we just showed you the thresholds. We'll go to it again. Juke tiers, 90. He's already above 90 on his 94, so obviously he's going to have above 90 on his 99. Probably going to be looking at around 97, 98. So yeah. That's the reason we didn't boost juke move, because it was already above 90, so it hits the threshold there. Carrying. Now, carrying could have been boosted, but again, who fumbles in Madden 21 that often, unless you're running into a enforcer or someone like that. Again, we thought about it. We decided not to boost carrying just because is there going to be much of a difference versus, having 99 carrying versus having around 95, 96? We thought no, so that's why we didn't go with carrying. Next up are the route running stats. So you guys are probably very intrigued about what we did here. Well, let me tell you what we did. We decided to not boost anything, okay? Because again, we'll go back to the thresholds, which this game is pretty much based around the thresholds here. The route running here. So here are the route running. So if he gets above 90 on any route running stat, that's already the elite level. Again, getting above 90 is the key. And again, on this card, he is already above 90 on all these stats. So why would we boost it? So again, why would we boost any of these stats when he's already hitting the threshold as a 94? So again, without the boost, you're probably going to be looking at 97, 96, 96. So again, hits all the thresholds. So why would we boost one stat? Again, I said earlier in a video when we went over, us deciding to go with AJ Brown, I said deep route running. But after looking at the thresholds and reminding myself of the thresholds, there's no need to boost it, okay? So we went away from deep route running. Next is catch and traffic, spec catch, release. So we got, and also run block, excuse me. So catch and traffic, spec catch, release, and run block are some stats that are interesting, okay? Out of these 4 right here, catch and traffic, spec catch, release, and run block, obviously we've got 2 slots remaining to boost. We decided to, obviously we've got You know, we decided to boost 2 of these stats here out of these 4. The stats we decided to boost. Now, before we get into it, release. We didn't boost release, okay? Let me just tell you what we decided to boost. We boosted catch and traffic. We boosted run block, okay? So those are the 2 stats we decided to boost out of those 4. Spec catch, again, we just discussed this. This dude's going to be on a bunch of drags. He's going to be on a bunch of slants, sticks, hitches, all those type routes, okay? So when are you going to need to trigger a spectacular catch animation? Probably never with this guy if you use him right. So that's why we didn't go with spec catch, obviously. Release is important, in my opinion. But if we go over here, I think this is at the very top, actually. Let's go check this out. If we go to the very top, now, beat press isn't there's no stat on it. I don't know if it's a hidden stat in the game, but you would imagine that A.J. Brown has to have above a 90 on his 99, because right now his release, which is kind of similar to beat press, is a 90 on his 94. You guys can see that here. Is, you know, obviously a 90 on his 94. Now, obviously, the reason we didn't, obviously, if we had a chance to boost the beat press, we more than likely wouldn't, because like I said, the release is pretty similar to beat press. Maybe he has like an 88, 89, 90, 91, but again, he could have as low as an 85 on this card, and he'd probably still get up to 90. But again, I think he has around 90 beat press, if that is a hidden, you know, attribute. But again, he's a 94, getting a +5 upgrade to a 99. I think he's easily going to get above that 90, you know, beat press level. Again, I do consider release kind of similar to that, but again, if release is beat press, he's already at 90. He's going to be like 95 on his 99. And again, the threshold is 90. So again, that's why we didn't boost that. Catch and traffic and run block. Those are really only the two we got left. And I thought about it. Catch and traffic, you're going to use that a lot. You know, well, not a lot, but more than you're going to use it on spec catch and you know, release. So again, catch and traffic, the reason we boosted this is we thought about it for a good bit. Again, it came down to almost, we knew for a fact we were going to do run block. We knew for a fact we were going to do, you know, pretty much one lock was run block. It came down to these 3: trucking, break tackle, catch and traffic. I guess you could mix in maybe stiff arm just in case, but again, out of those 3 right there, trucking, break tackle, catch and traffic, you got to think about it. He's not, even if we boost it on trucking, he's not going to get up to that elite caliber 90 overall, 90 trucking. So we decided to go away from the trucking, and the 2 we got left was break tackle, catch and traffic. So I hope you guys understand how I broke that stuff down for you, but the reason we went in catch and traffic is maybe you have him on a slant, and you know, he runs all the way across the field, and you're trying to fit it in between 2 zones on the sideline, with gunslinger Steve McNair, trying to fit it in there, and, you know, maybe there's a little bit of traffic there, so catch and traffic's going to get up to 99 on this card. And then also, you know, that's kind of the scenario we thought about. Maybe if you have a, you know, it's man on man, and AJ has barely a step on his guy, and you throw it to AJ, and it's kind of a, you know, a contested catch and traffic helps there. And then maybe he's on a drag, runs into like a zone, and you want to throw it right before the zone, but it kind of is kind of close there. Catch and traffic will help there too. So we decided that we thought about it, and at the end of the day, catch and traffic was going to help us out more than trucking would. And then run block. You know, obviously, with the Titans team having really, really good running backs, you know, more than likely, if you're on a Titans team, you're going to be running the ball a good bit. And just because you have Derrick Henry, Eddie George, and a fantastic offensive line. So yeah, we decided to boost run blocking on AJ just for that reason, because you probably are going to run the ball a good bit if you do have a Titans team, and a run block on a wide receiver is pretty unique. So yeah, let's go ahead, and I'm going to show you guys what kind of comparisons we can do here. So first off, break tackle. Here are the guys with elite break tackle in the game. So when AJ gets his boost, he's going to be the only wide receiver in the game, unless there's one that comes out, you know, a little bit later down the road. For the meantime, he's going to be the only wide receiver with 99 break tackle, which, you know, that's pretty unique in my opinion. So yeah, there's that. So Dante Hall, you know, again, he's not really a receiver, he's a returner. So if you're looking at real receivers, you've got this David Boston here, who's really the closest thing to AJ Brown. So yeah, his break tackle is 97. Again, AJ is going to be a 99. And then also run block. So run block, obviously Jeremy Shockey. You know, more than likely, if you're using Jeremy Shockey, you're more than likely using his tight end card. So I'm taking that out of the look. and I'm looking at David Boss and Hines Ward, he's going to look similar to these guys. So I'm saying AJ is going to have 70-71 run blocks, so he's going to look, pretty similar to these guys' run blocking stats. And then also catching traffic. So there are a couple of wide receivers that have a good catching traffic. David Boston, once again, and Mike Evans. So again, a very similar comparison as David Boston, but again, AJ is going to have a lot more speed, more than likely a good bit more excel. Pretty similar card in my opinion. But AJ, in my opinion, is going to be a lot better underneath because of the archetypes, and we'll go ahead and get into that here now. So I kind of want to just show you guys that to compare kind of, what he could be similar to, what kind of player. So yeah, finalize everything here. We decided to boost break tackle, we decided to boost catching traffic, and we decided to boost run block. So those are the 3 stats we decided to boost, and I did a breakdown of pretty much everything, why or why not we decided to boost it or did not decide to boost it. So yeah, there was a reason behind everything, and again, a lot of it revolved around the thresholds because, thresholds are the way this game is built. So again, I think we did a pretty good job boosting certain stats. Again, it might not have been all of your 3 that you wanted boosted, but again, more than likely, I had to at least name 1 or 2 that you guys wanted to boost, maybe even all 3. And maybe I changed your mind about a couple that you thought about boosting, and when I explained it, maybe you started leaning towards, our stats we decided to boost on the card. So yeah, y'all let me know if y'all agree with me, disagree. Again, the motto is, or our motto is, you can hate us, you can love us, but you gotta respect us. Because I know of a lot of, a couple golden tickets I don't like that much, okay? But I can respect their decision, okay? They were lucky enough to pull the golden ticket. They have the freedom to make whoever they want, and I can respect that. Again, Jimmy Smith was one guy that I don't really like, but again, maybe Jimmy Smith is, whoever pulled the golden ticket, maybe that might have been his favorite player or something. So you gotta respect the decision these guys are making for the golden tickets, and hopefully you guys respect ours. But like I said, the motto is, you can hate us, you can love us, but at the end of the day, you gotta respect us, okay? So yeah, that was our motto. That's kind of the motto of this video here, and I should say the motto for everyone making a golden ticket. So, obviously you can hate decisions that people make, you can love them, but at the end of the day, you got to respect them because they were lucky enough to pull the golden ticket. They should have the freedom to do whatever they want with it. And if you're a guy that consistently hates and hates and hates, listen. If you were, maybe a guy's like, oh my god, another wide receiver, oh my god, dude, there's so many obvious other choices that you could have gone with, blah, 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 blah. Again, were you lucky enough to pull the golden ticket? No. So, again, you can hate us, you can love us, but at the end of the day, you gotta respect us. He was lucky enough to pull the golden ticket, and the reason behind the AJ Brown was, he said, I think AJ deserves a better card in the game. That's exactly what he said, and he also said, AJ Brown's one of my favorite players. So that's really the 2 reasons he decided to do this AJ Brown, and I think he's going to be a phenomenal player. And you might not think so, but at the end of the day, could you please respect us in the decision that we made? But yeah, with that being said, let's go ahead and hop into the archetypes we decided to boost on them. So yeah, now, I don't think anyone's going to hate us for this, okay? You can't really be, you could pretty much be perfect on the wide receivers. Now, for the quarterbacks and stuff like that, certain schemes, people might want certain, archetype slots filled out this way or that way, But for the wide receiver's sake, you're more than likely not going to have all 5 slots filled out. So what we decided to go with, we have it written down here. Let me make sure I'm, okay. So we went with route runner. So there's 2 route runners, okay, guys? There are 2 route runners. We went with deep threat, physical, slot, okay? So he gets every single wide receiver archetype ability, okay? You can't be mad at that because the only way that you're mad at that is if you use all 5 abilities on your wide receiver, because if you use maybe 1, 2, maybe even 3 abilities on your wide receiver, there might be a certain way, but even if you only use like 1, 2, or 3, you have pretty much everything you want out of all the abilities or all the archetypes we're deciding to do here. So yeah, like I said, 2 route runner, a deep threat, physical, and slot. So yeah, you're pretty much going to get whatever you want. Now, we're going to show you guys some abilities that are very important in my opinion that I'm probably going to run on this card. Now, number 1, you got to have the route tech on AJ Brown. Now, this is when the route runner came in, okay? It costs 2, okay? Now, also, slot costs 2 as well, but the reason we didn't go with slot, because route runner gets a couple of other, abilities that are pretty nice for cheaper than all the others. So, again, I think route runner was more, was a, better option there for, if you wanted to not go with, well, more than likely, if you're running abilities on your wide receiver, you're running route tech, okay? So that's why we went with route runner, and there's a couple other abilities that route runner gets for cheap that the others are pretty expensive, so that's why we went with route runner. And then also, I think an important ability on AJ would be Slotomatic, because the way I explained the way he's going to play, Slotomatic fits him very, very well. When lined up in the slot, receivers with this ability make faster cuts and have better hands when catching passes less than 10 yards from the line of scrimmage. So he's got to be lined up in the slot. So more than likely, I'm going to have Randy Moss at the 1, Andre Johnson or Tyrone Calico or Drew Bennett at the 2. Whenever, Calico, Bennett get an upgrade, maybe I'll plug in, them for, Andre Johnson. And then have AJ in the slot, because AJ fits that role very, very well. So yeah, Slotomatic here. For wide receiver, you guys see slot 1 AP. This is the main reason we went with slot for an archetype, for the Slotomatic, okay? So yeah, there's that. And then other abilities you may factor in a lot. Again, I'm probably just going to run Route Tech and Slotomatic on AJ. But maybe some other, we went with physical just for this one reason here. Again, I guess we could have gone 2 slot or 2 deep threat and then no physical. But again, if you guys, ever want to run Matchup Nightmare and have some fun with AJ, there you go. He gets it for 1 AP on physical. So that's really the main thing why we went with physical there. Everything else is 2, physical is 1. So yeah, there's that. So again, you can run Route Tech, Slotomatic. You can also run, what was the one I just, Matchup Nightmare for all 4 AP. Also, Jukebox, maybe some of you guys want to run Jukebox on him. Route Runner, again, is also pretty cheap. And then, Slot is another one. So, yeah, I mean, we got it to where you can pretty much do whatever you want with the card. So, that's kind of, the route running times 2. You can do, Jukebox, Route Tech. Then also, I want to see what evasive is. And the human joystick is 10 AP for pretty much every ability. So, if you want to have some fun, there you go. I think you have to have slot. Let me go ahead and make sure on this. I think it's either return or a slot. Or deep threat. So deep threat's another one you can use on it, slot 10. But again, those are all 10 AP, so it really didn't matter what we went with there. But he has to have 95 agility for the deep threat. Which, again, he won't get... Okay, so never mind. So the deep threat, you're going to probably... You have to do the... Because he's going to get above 95 agility, I'm pretty positive. So, yeah, he only has to get +4 and +5 overall. I think that's going to happen. So, again, if you want to have some fun with A.J. Brown, he's going to be able to get human joystick. Again, if you have any questions down below about certain abilities that I might not cover in this video, go ahead and ask me. I'll feel free to go ahead and double check and make sure, certain abilities you can and can't get for cheap, So, yeah. What's the other one I wanted to look at? Evasive. Let's go ahead and check out evasive here. Evasive. Again, 4 AP for a lot of things. So slot, route runner, that's another reason. So if you want to, have good spin move, good juke move, but in my opinion, I'd go with jukebox, because again, who spins in Madden? So yeah, I'd go with jukebox there. But again, you can have that slot or route runner. Again, it was down to 2 route runner, 2 deep threat, two route. It was down to 2 route running, 2 deep, 1 slot, 2 route running, 2 slot, 1 deep, or deep threat, 2 route runner, physical, and slot. So we decided to go with the variety instead of the certain things that maybe, fits some people's schemes and maybe doesn't fit the scheme for, matchup. Really, the only reason why we put physical is because of Matchup Nightmare, and maybe some guys like Matchup Nightmare a lot, so that's why we went with that. But yeah. Red Zone Threat. Let's check out Red Zone Threat. I don't know if anyone runs this Red Zone Threat, but physical, if you wanted to run Red Zone Threat or Deep Threat, obviously either one can get it because both 95 plus overall. So 1 AP there. If you want to run Red Zone Threat, Deep and Elite is another one that a lot of people may like or may not like. But again, look at this. Slot. I just highlighted everything, but slot, route running, and Deep Threat all get it for 1 AP. So there's one deep threat. There's a reason why we did deep threat, and I can't remember why. It may have been... I I don't know what it was. There was a reason why we went with deep threat. 95 jumping. He's going to be able to get, you know, leapfrog if you want leapfrog. I don't know if anyone runs leapfrog. There was a reason, though. I want to... Maybe it was for jukebox. No, not jukebox. But there was a reason. We went with deep threat. As of right now, I think deep threat may be the worst, you know, other than physical maybe. But I don't know why we went wide receiver apprentice here. I think this is route runner too. So yeah, again, this is another reason why you might want route running times 2 to go ahead and get that for 1 AP there, which is very, very nice. But I swear there was a reason why we went with deep threat. There was some reason why. Again, this is all 2 AP there. Slot apprentice, like I said, I think slot, obviously this is cheaper on. Yep, to 1 AP there. But again, if you had, like, you know, if you have hot route master on your quarterback, you don't really need to be looking at these apprentices because you're going to get them anyway. But my goodness, what was it? What was the reason we went with? Surely, it might be outside apprentice for a deep threat because I think, oh no, route. There was a reason. I'm trying to figure out why we went with route, deep route or deep threat. There might not have been actually. We might have just thrown it on there just to throw it on there. Was it for human joystick? I think it was, actually. So, yeah, I think we decided to go with deep threat because we want to have a little bit of fun, you know, having human joystick on AJ if you ever wanted to do that. But, again, pretty much at the max, you're going to have 3 abilities on your wide receiver. And I think having 2 route runner and 1 slot pretty much gets you everything you want for this AJ Brown. Obviously, you're going to get these very easily. Return man's not that, you know, reach for it. 1 AP for everything there. 85 plus on everything also. So, again, no wide receiver can get tank. So, yeah, you can pretty much go with anything you want here. Again, I'm probably going to rock with Route Tech and Slot-O-Matic because I'm going to have him in the slot with Randy and Andre on the outside, or whenever Calico gets an upgrade, put him where Andre is, or Drew Bennett, put him where Andre is. But yeah, that's pretty much going to do it. This is a full breakdown on how this AJ Brown's going to look, guys. Y'all let me know down below how you guys feel about AJ Brown. If you stuck with me this far into the video, go ahead and comment down below. What do we want to comment down below? Let's comment down below. You know what? Let's comment down below Arthur Juan Brown. Spell out his full name, Arthur Juan Brown. That way, it'll let me know that you guys stuck around the entire video and you know, pretty much stuck with me all the way. You know, you went over the ability, you went over the attribute boost we decided to go with, which ended up being break tackle, catching traffic, and run block. So I think those were pretty nicely decided there. And then also you stuck with me when we were deciding. Or when I told you guys what archetypes we went with for each ability slot. So yeah, y'all let me know down below what you guys feel about this AJ Brown, how you guys feel about the AJ Brown, and how do you guys think about the attributes? What do you think about the attributes we decided to boost? What did you think about the archetypes for each ability slot? I think we did a pretty solid job. Again, there's always, no matter what, there's always going to be hate. Again, the motto for this video, I've said it a couple times already, you can hate us, you can love us, but at the end of the day, you've got to respect us. So yeah, that's the motto for our decision. You can respect it, or excuse me, you can hate the decision, you can love the decision, but at the end of the day, you got to respect the decision we ended up going with. Because, like I said, he was he was lucky enough to pull the golden ticket, so he has any freedom in the world of whatever guy he wants to pick, whatever he wants to boost. And whatever, he was the guy that decided to go with AJ Brown. And I love the pick. The reason behind it, he said AJ Brown, he thought AJ Brown deserved a much higher overall card in the game. He also, one of his favorite players is AJ Brown. So yeah, I think that's a legit reason on why he selected AJ Brown. Again, he might be pretty similar to Brandon Ayuk, but again, AJ Brown will be a monster, guys. He's going to be a monster after the catch with the 99 break tackle. He's going to be able to catch it in tight situations with the catch in traffic. He's going to be very good in the run game, too, with the nice run block. So, yeah, this guy's going to be an absolute do-it-all. So yeah, like I said, drag routes, slant routes, stick routes, hitch routes, all those type routes right there, zig routes, really, really short stuff like that. And with a route tech with drags and slants, oh my god, he's going to be nasty. Even, you know, to attack on Slot-O-Matic to go with it too, man. Getting route tech and Slot-O-Matic for 3 AP is going to be an absolute, it's going to be, there's going to be a problem. There's going to be a problem for sure. But again, hopefully you guys did enjoy the video, and I really want your thoughts and opinions down below. Let me know what you guys think down below. But like I said, if you stayed with me till this far into the video, go ahead and comment down below Arthur Juan Brown. So yeah, with that being said, that is going to do it for the video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and until next time, I'll see y'all.